Thank you, everyone, for coming this morning. Chief Matt Burns. One of the first things that I want to talk about in relation to the numbers from 2016 is just our overall increase in call volume. We'll be sending out a news release here very shortly, and I believe you have a copy of it. But our call volume did increase just over 7% from 2015 into 2016 for a total of 103,698 calls for service. That's a lot of calls for service. We continue to be very busy with a lot of things going on in relation to the public safety and police world in Sioux Falls. Those cover a lot of ground. That's everything from the most basic call, maybe an accident, maybe just assist a citizen in some regard, all the way up to the most serious calls and crimes that we investigate. But it does show that we continue to be very busy. It is a function of a growing city, of a vibrant city, and a growing metropolitan statistical area, which, as of a couple years ago, was already north of 250,000 persons in our MSA. But another driver of that number is a concerning piece, and that continues to be the narcotics use, abuse, and trafficking that we see in Sioux Falls. And there's no way about it, way around that. We also see that across the state. It's not unique to Sioux Falls. Just yesterday, I participated in the Winter Chiefs Association meeting, and that was a hot topic of discussion. And you've already seen this week the governor weigh in on that a bit in regards to the state's priorities with the 2017 budget. Some of the numbers that I want to release to you this morning is our methamphetamine seizures went from 9.77 pounds in 2015 to 37.98 pounds in 2016. Cocaine went from 0.71 pounds to just over 3 pounds seized in 2016, and heroin went up from 0.019 pounds to 0.2 pounds. Now, that may not sound like a lot when it comes to the heroin piece, but trust me, that is a significant increase, and it's one we're watching very closely, and gives us some concern. Speaking a little bit more about some of the broader statistics, from our crime analysis, and we'll be releasing those exact statistics early this afternoon. Some of the things actually went down, which I'm very pleased about. We see decreases in simple assaults and burglaries, in larcenies and vandalisms, and I'm clearly very pleased about that, but there's some things that remain challenges for us and will continue to. And that's where we can use, frankly, some of the public's help to combat those matters. When you see our narcotics cases increase by 363 cases from 2,409 in 15 to 2,772 in 2016, that's a concern. Also, our arrests went up by 485 for all narcotics arrests from 2,247 in 2015 to 2,732 in 2016. Those trends are all in the same direction. They're all troubling and ones that we're working hard to combat. Some of the things we've done internally is we've added one member to our Sioux Falls Area Drug Task Force just from the Sioux Falls Police Department, increasing our commitment to that team from 5 full-time to a 6th full-time detective. Okay, as you know, that Drug Task Force makes up members not only from our department, but from the Minnehaha County Sheriff's Department, from the Division of Criminal Investigation, and some federal agencies. And so the numbers that I'm reporting to you in regards to the cases investigated are by that section. They continue to tell me that 85% of the cases they investigate involve methamphetamine, but the other drugs are also of serious concern as well. Those numbers are increasing too. Their work continues to be a lot of volume to it, but that's a very highly trained, committed group of individuals that are working every day to keep our community safe, as well as all our officers are. So just some things that I want to bring to the attention, not only of the media, but the citizens, because it's clearly some areas of concern for us. Inside those numbers, I will tell you that we had a big increase in our stolen vehicles. Our stolen vehicles increased by 255 over 2015 to 2016, and that's clearly a number that's unacceptable to me. And you've heard it often from this room, from Sam and others, that our chief driver of that continues to be citizens who leave their vehicles unsecured and with the keys in them. I'm here to tell you that we don't have a big chop shop operation in Sioux Falls. These vehicles are often recovered and often recovered fairly quickly, that they're used for short-term trips, and we don't see cars being broken into and hot-wired. That happens in the movies and in TV, but it's not happening in Sioux Falls. These are vehicles that are being taken because it's easy for the thieves to do so, and it's one of the most preventable crimes we have. So we just implore, once again, the citizens to help us help you and secure your vehicles. Do not leave them running with the keys in them. Again, I wouldn't address that so firmly again, but those kind of numbers we just have to speak to, again, with a little bit more emphasis. But again, the continue to see the main driver of the crime in our city continues to be from narcotics use. That's the main point I want to leave you with this morning. That's a theme, again, from all over the state, and it's something that concerns us all, and it will remain to be a challenge. Inside that, Sioux Falls, again, remains to be a very safe place to live and work. Frankly, I'm pleased with some of these numbers going down, but challenges remain. But we're well positioned here at the police department, working with our partners such as the Sheriff's Office, the Highway Patrol, DCI, to keep this city in a positive direction that we want it to go, keep it safe and keep it growing. But the citizens should know that these are some of the challenges we're facing because the numbers are real. And we spent a whole week late last year, if you recall, talking about the effects of methamphetamine, not only from the police department view, from the health department and others. And so we want the citizens to remember that and to take that information to heart and really consider it.